Okay, I'm going to show you how to bring in text from basically anywhere and bring it into InDesign and then place it in columns. So you're going to be bringing in these list items from your instructions. So I'm just going to highlight that information and then copy, so edit copy. Then we're going to go into InDesign and we're going to open up a new document, and let's make that 2 columns. Click OK. Now the first thing I'm going to do is just make a text box in that first column, and I started a little bit lower to save some room up at the top for a headline or title, and I can always adjust that space later on. So I'm going to, once I have that text box in there, I'm just going to go edit, paste, and that'll bring in my text. And you'll notice down at the bottom there's a little red plus sign. That means that there's still text that's not showing up because the text box isn't big enough. So what we need to do is just click on that little red box and then come up to the top or near the top of the next column. And when you click now, InDesign will automatically place your text into that second column for you. So it's kind of nice to have that, because let's say that we do make this first column shorter, what'll happen is automatically the text in the second column will move, and you can see if we make this first column longer, the same thing will happen. So it's easier than working with separate text in separate text boxes when you have that text flow. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight this title information, and I'm going to cut that. I'm going to make another text box up at the top, and I'm going to paste that in there, and that'll just let me work independently with that headline. Maybe make it 18 point. Let's try 16. Okay, that works. I also want to change that so that it's not all capitals. So I'm going to change it to upper and lowercase. And I'm just going to leave the rest of it, but you get the idea there. And then the next thing I'm going to do, let's say that we decide that we're going to switch to, instead of 2 columns, we're going to do 3 columns. So you could go margin and columns under layout, switch that to 3. What you need to do is just readjust your text boxes so that they fit into those new column guides. And you do that using the pointer tool and the mouse. And again, you can see we've got that red plus sign, so that means we still got more text. Bring it up to the next column. And then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring in a picture just to show you how to work with that. So we're going to go to File and Place. And then we're going to select that picture that we want and click Open. And I'm just going to click that on the side of the page to place it. And I'm also going to make it larger. It's not the greatest quality, but again, just as an example, let's say I want to place it somewhere about the middle column. What happens right now, obviously, is the text behind it isn't showing up. So one of the things you can do is what's known as a text wrap. So if you go to Window, choose Text Wrap, this box should come up. You're going to choose the second text wrap option and click on that, and usually it's best to set about a point on each side so that you've got a little bit of extra space between the picture and the text that's around it. So what you can see happens is the text automatically jumps. So no matter where I'm going to put this picture now with the text wrap around it, it's automatically going to move my text for me, and so then I can decide where it looks best in as far as placement, and then if I bring in another picture I can put in another text wrap and so forth. So that should get you started with bringing in your text and at least one photo, and don't forget about the other requirements that are on the instructions for Project 1.